Welcome to this year's annual Stockyard Days Parade. We're here in beautiful downtown New Brighton, and then this year we're situated right outside the community center. I'm one of your hosts tonight, Lynn Redlinger, and joining me is Stephanie Waite.
Hi, Lynn. Nice to see you.
And here we are again.
Yeah, just went just like that.
The year went by.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, and I see people are gathering along the side. They're waiting for the parade to get going. You know, I drove through the city about noon today, and there were chairs out.
I'm not surprised.
On some of the, so.
Especially when it's a nice evening.
It is a nice
day.
evening, yeah. So once again, we've got a Stockyard Days celebration, and they go started last Sunday.
Yes.
With a bike race and
golf tournament.
And it's going to go all the way till Monday.
Monday when they have the coronation, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
It should be fun.
I think
Lots
so.
of activities going on.
Yeah. And for people who don't know or have never gone up to the park, there are a lot of things going on up there.
Yep.
Would you talk a little bit about some of them?
Well, I know there's a couple new things. This year they've added a ski show. I believe that's on Friday or Saturday. I'm not sure. Maybe both. Maybe we get lucky, huh? I can't remember. And of course, bingo. They have bingo and our antique car run, and also just the regular bands will be up there. Usually the music is phenomenal, and of course, I believe fireworks.
The fireworks is on Saturday night, and you mentioned the bands. They always have so many bands that they bring in. I'm amazed.
Yes, and they're usually very well attended. It's super fun. It's a great community event, and always good fair food up there, you know.
That's
carnival
for sure.
food, and I'll say it's decent. It's not just bad for you. There's lots of good stuff too. So,
well, and one of our service clubs always makes those pork chops on a stick. You
Yes.
can't beat that.
No, they're excellent. I believe it's the Lions. I think they make the pork chops on a stick. But yeah, and they do a good job. I think there's two guys on that. For many years on the committee, used to have a contest to see who could eat the most.
Oh.
So there was some pretty heavy hitters in the pork chop eating contest.
I guess there would be.
Yeah. So, and this year it looks like we have 4 Stockyard Days ambassador candidates as well, and then also one little junior candidate. So it'll be exciting to see who they are this year as well.
It will be. And because we have our ambassadors and because we have a float, they take that float to many, many communities around that.
That's correct.
And tonight, those same communities come back with their
They come
ambassadors.
here and visit us.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I think our parade has the most floats of any of our local communities.
Well, and a lot of people like to come, especially if they have lights on their floats, because when it gets about dusk, they show off their pretty floats, and everybody gets to enjoy the lit up floats versus the daytime parade float.
Definitely.
So it's a lot of fun. And our float is beautiful and has beautiful lights all over it, and it's so sparkly and purple, and it's really a nice.
And we have to say
float.
thanks to the parents and the ambassadors for keeping that put together. It always needs a little patching here and there because it travels a lot of miles every summer.
We remember well.
We do remember that well. We were in that together, Stephanie.
That's right. Having our own kids in that back just a couple years ago, right?
Yeah, it was, I think, 3 years.
Yeah. I wish.
Oh.
And now our kids are grown and have their own kids.
They do.
Boy, it's full circle, isn't it?
And then Saturday is the arrival of the antique car run.
Yeah, that's an awesome event. And all those old cars. And I'll tell you, they take such pride in having people come up and discuss the vehicles with them and all about the history of it and how they got it. And they actually drive them from New London to here in New Brighton up to the park. So it's
Right.
pretty neat event.
It's not a race.
No,
so
it's not.
it's just a drive.
It's just a car run.
It's just a car run,
Yeah.
and you know they're old cars, so
That's
they're
right.
not
100-year-old cars.
they're not running at 60,
I can't
70
run,
miles
but
an
I'm
hour.
100.
Yeah. Okay, looks like the parade is here, Stephanie.
It's just about in front of us. It's looking great. I hear a little music coming.
Well, we've never been at this end of the parade, so
No,
it's kind of fun to
it's a
see
new
it
angle, isn't it?
just as it's stepping off. Yeah.
Very neat. And it's a beautiful sight to see all that public safety coming right behind them.
Okay, leading off, we have the VFW Post 724 and their color guard. It's been a part of and active in New Brighton since 1935.
Looks like some familiar guys once again.
You know some of them, Steph?
Yep, for many years.
It says we are always accepting new members.
Of course. All right, and next up we have the Metro Marines, which is a veteran service organization. And they serve in various capacities during the year. They love the parades, recruiting functions, toys for tots they're involved in. They have 3 platoons here at Champlin and Oak Hastings and Forest Lake. They hold regular meetings and monthly dinners to network and plan upcoming events. And they welcome all male and female members to join them. And we salute them. And I believe this is our Korean War veterans. And they're from June of 1950 until the armistice was declared in 1953. America's Forgotten War. During the 3 years of fighting, over 55,000 American military personnel were killed in action. Very sad. And next we have, hey, look at this handsome guy there.
Dan Olson.
Dan
Okay,
Olson.
so it must be the New Brighton Department of Public Safety, which provides fire, police, and emergency management services for the community. For over 70 years, the police and fire divisions have provided law enforcement and firefighting services in New Brighton. The department currently employs 29 police officers, 42 paid-on-call firefighters, and 10 civilian employees. Agencies under the leadership of Public Safety Director Tony Patesnick and Deputy Directors Dan Olson and Trevor Campbell.
And we got a lot of them here tonight.
Well, I love when they bring
I
these
know.
trucks down the street.
Sure makes
Hey,
you feel
hey.
secure.
Kiplamat.
Yep. Anytime you ever see these beautiful trucks, they're all beautiful and shiny and ready to go.
Aren't they? When you drive
Yes.
past our fire department down there, they
Very
so-
active.
very active.
Yes. I love to hear the bell. It reminds me of the old time fire trucks.
Oh, someone's got their kiddos in there.
Yeah.
He's having
Future firefighter, maybe.
They're
huh?
having a great time tonight, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
And they're really a dedicated crew.
Yes, they are.
They take classes and train, and
Oh.
it seems to be a constant thing. But then they do more than just put out fires. So.
Right? Plus, we have the water safety, fire rescue.
Yep.
With a big lake in New Brighton, that's a great comfort to know and have.
Yep. And then we have some volunteers in public safety. Those are the VIPs.
Oh, there you go. All right. All right, little sheriff jeep there. They come with their horses.
And those are members of the Mounted Patrol Unit. And the patrol unit is made up of 10 volunteer reserve deputies and their horses. The unit is in its second year of operation. The mission of the Mounted Patrol is to support search and rescue operations, patrol some of the larger parks within Ramsey County, and to attend community events as ambassadors of the Sheriff's Office. The creation of the mounted unit was made possible by donations from local businesses and the Ramsey County Sheriff's Foundation.
Well, check out our mayor.
Oh, well, that is
She must be scooping up stuff.
a serious piece of equipment there.
I guess so. Oh, that's funny. I love it. I bet the kids are going to just love this.
Okay, so
Our mayor, Val Johnson, and council members Mary Berg and Paul Jacobson, along with Billy Dunsworth and Granny Allen at the top with the city maintenance equipment. It's nice to know we have such great equipment. 60. It's her birthday today. Jeez.
oh, okay, and now we have the
Our Grand Marshal.
and that's Mark Suggs.
Oh, he's employed at Bel Air Elementary for the last 14 years, serving as our community liaison. All right.
The New Brighton Stockyard Days were established in 1889, and although they no longer exist, they contributed to the history. So here's our Stockyard Days float, and it is an award-winning float that carries the theme of Stockyard Days with fence rails, saddles, cowboy hats.
Ambassadors Danielle, Sophie, Paul, Sarah, Chloe, Madison, Elena, and John Choi for Ramsey County Attorney coming down the road here.
He works with his staff to pursue justice and public safety, protect the vulnerable, deliver quality legal services, and provide leadership to achieve positive outcome for our community.
We have Mary Kunish Podine for House District 41B.
And following her is Connie Bernardi. She's a mom, wife, and New Brighton resident, and she has served 6 terms in the House of Representatives, and she is a big supporter of CTV.
And here's our New Brighton Historical Society, established in 1980 as a historical society in preserving the history of the people and New Brighton area. So come visit the depot up at the regional park. It opens in the summer from 1 to 4, Saturdays and Sundays, and new members are always welcome. And our driver was Jerry Laumeier, a longtime New Brighton resident.
And we have American Student Transportation, and it says drivers are wanted. It must be getting to be that time again, Steph.
It is. Those kids are all going back to school, so I hear if you need a job,
That's the
they
place
have
to
'em.
go. And it says they are big enough to get the job done and small enough to care. Well, I always thought the bus ride was fun to school,
I
but
did
maybe
too.
that was from a kid's perspective.
Oh, you got that right. You got some little tykes up in the bus. All right, coming up, we have the New Brighton Park and Rec van. New Brighton Park and Rec provides recreation programs for all ages. They ask us to come and see their new Eagle Nest Creative Indoor Playground for ages 1 to 12. And they also have golf lessons, leagues, and fun at the Brightwood Hills. I've never known anybody to not like it.
No. Oh, the Eagle's Nest is just fantastic. We are so lucky to have that in the city.
And next up, we have the New Brighton Eagles, a huge supporter with our president, Mike Hanny Hansen, and auxiliary president Kathy Staples. Great supporters of New Brighton and all our activities.
And following them are the Lions Club, and they were founded in 1950, and Glenn Pletcher is the last founding member of that. Lions are major supporters of Stockyard Days and major funder for the new Lions Park. If you haven't been up to see that, that is quite the nice place.
Super beautiful, isn't it?
It is, and they provide scholarships for Irondale and Mounds View, and they just are so supportive of the community as a whole that we really need those service clubs.
We do. Here we have a Model A Restorer Club. This 1928 Model A pickup was the first year of Ford's Model A production. It was found in pieces in a barn in Aiken, Minnesota, and in the late 1990s has been completely restored. And this pickup features an open cab style with a fabric top. The top on this Model A does not fold or lower, which was done as a cost savings for the buyer.
Okay, a Pageant of Hope is a pageant for girls with special needs and challenges. Young ladies between the ages of 6 and 25 compete in a pageant where everyone is crowned a Princess of Hope.
Aww.
We also offer a years-long event calendar for these ladies and their families so they can be out in the community.
Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful float.
Yes.
Such big smiles. Good to see you.
The pretty flowers. And next up, we have the Benedictine Health Center at Innsbruck. Has been serving the senior community in New Brighton since 1965. They provide outstanding care for short-term rehab, long-term, and memory care at our community, which is located on 5 acres of land surrounded by the beautiful gardens for those we serve to enjoy with their family and friends. And look at the cute little king and queen in there.
King Gary and Queen Kathleen.
Cute. So very cute. And they have their little bus. And I'll bet you there's a few in there riding along too, you know. They like to...
Well, that would be a fun way to do the parade.
Yeah. All right. The Stockyard Eyes Junior Ambassador candidate.
Okay, we just saw the junior
Celeste
ambassador.
Ewing,
Yeah.
sponsored by New Brighton Lions.
And now we have Alicia Van Dale, sponsored by Sportsman Club.
And then coming up is Caitlin Tinarella. She's sponsored by the New Brighton Lions.
Next, Sabrina Barrett.
She's sponsored by the Eagles and Auxiliary Post 3718. And last but not least, Renee Pesklow, and she's sponsored by Brighton Veterinarian Hospital. Okay.
And we'll see Monday night who gets chosen to represent New Brighton.
I always love the parade because it looks so beautiful. Community Partners in Youth is a local nonprofit youth program for K through 8th grade that has served New Brighton and surrounding areas for over 20 years. Throughout the programming, the youth have enjoyed cooking, academics, and all sorts of activities.
We have Cub Scout Pack 419, and that draws from Valentine Hills School. The Scouts live in Arden Hills, New Brighton, and Roseville.
Get the big Twin City Transport pulling all those cubs in their tent.
That's my idea of camping.
I know. On the truck.
On the truck, yeah.
With the tent.
And with lots of parents and leaders. Always need support for those.
Brightondale Senior Community, located in New Brighton, offers independent assisted living and memory care. A great place to live. Look at those cute little king and queen in there, too.
Core Pet Zone. It says most of the dogs joining Core Pet Zone this year are in rescue and up for adoption. So take a good look at those doggies out there. They are wearing blue and orange bandanas. You can contact Core Pet Zone for more information, and they will be at the park all weekend.
Oh, cuteness.
Telling him to pose for the camera.
Yep. Oh, there's a lot of them. Aren't they cute? Next, we have the New Brighton Girl Scout Troop 527. And they're comprised of 33 different troops from New Brighton and Arden Hills. This unit supports 300 Girl Scouts, roughly 200 volunteers. This last year, they have 5 Junior Girl Scouts that earned Bronze Award, the highest award of a Junior Girl Scout can achieve. One ambassador is earning her Gold Award, the highest award a Girl Scout can achieve. They're wearing fun socks to support 2 Girl Scouts working on their Bronze Awards, and they are collecting clean socks for 50 care bags they created for children that have been placed in emergency foster care. What a great organization. They're getting mixed up with the dogs. I think the girls are liking the dogs.
Oh, we even have a hat out there made out of cookie boxes.
I think so. Oh, now that's clever. I bet they ate them already.
I hear the
I hear it too.
Right in front. It's the Iredale Junior Color Guard. And those are kids within the Monster District ranging from 4th to 8th grade. The Iredale Junior Guard placed second last year at state. They was guard this year. Iredale bands up.
They're getting ready to be in the big garden.
Yes.
Right behind them comes our award-winning Iredale Knights. Iredale High School Marching Knights are one of Minnesota's premier marching bands. They pride themselves on being nationally recognized as a progressive and innovative ensemble. The group involves 100 students and represents the Mounsview School District, serving the northern Twin Cities suburbs of New Brighton, Mounsview, Arden Hills, and Shoreview. The band is part of a comprehensive instrumental music education program and also includes concert, jazz, pit orchestra, chamber, winter color guard, winter drumline, and pep band. And maybe they'll play for us here a little bit, huh? While we're waiting, they're proud to present their 2018 parade music, Sousa, including Washington Post, Semper Fidelis, The Thunderer, and Stripes, Stars and Stripes Forever. Drum majors are Jason Spencer Lima and Lindsay Preston. On the 29th, they're going to host Music of the Night marching band competition. 15 plus bands from Minnesota, Wisconsin, and South Dakota.
Brighton Villa Center is a 100-bed facility that specializes in transitional, long-term, and respiratory care. Their therapy team is highly regarded for their compassionate care.
Next up, we have the Springbrook Nature Center, 127 acres of pristine natural habitat on the northern boundary of Fridley. Since the 1970s, Youth Springbrook has grown from 5,000 visits annually to 150,000. Wow. Lots to do there. Come check it out.
The Oakdale Summerfest royalty float is coming down the street, and this was their 30th year. On the float today, they have the newly crowned royalty for 2018-19. Oakdale Summerfest is held the third Thursday through Sunday every June.
Kind of a bouncy song. Next up, we have the Scouts of New Brighton. They serve all the youth in New Brighton area from ages 5 through 18, and they encourage you to visit their website at northernstarbsa.org. And they got their tent on a trailer too. See, now I would sleep on that.
Yeah.
I'm good. I don't want to be on the ground. I'm not a good camper, unless I'm in a camper.
Yeah, in a camper.
Oh, I love being outside, though, so I would love being a scout, that's for sure. They're enjoying being in the parade, that's for sure. Beaches Long Lake Service. This family-run business has been in New Brighton for over 35 years. They specialize in classic cars, racing fuels, a chassis dyno, and Ann's handmade soaps. Long-time business there.
And I think they've brought along several vehicles tonight.
Yes, all their classic cars.
So we'll just have to enjoy them as they go past.
That's right. They're beautiful. Thank you. '67 Rambler Rubble. Wow, they got names for it now, huh? Beautiful. Maybe we'll see some of these up at the car show, huh?
I wonder.
On Sunday. Yeah. Some of these cars look really familiar, actually.
Like we're old enough to go.
I think so. Oh. Super fun.
Brooklyn Park Ambassadors, they celebrate Tater Days. And it is a unique festival where residents pay homage to the humble potato. And there we have it, a potato with a big pat of butter on top.
Just the way I like it.
Early settlers discovered that potatoes flourished in the flat, sandy soil of the area. So through the Great Depression, drought, and urbanization, Brooklyn Park has shown its strength as a community, willing to work together and make our city a welcoming place for everyone.
Big float for two lovely girls, huh? All right, coming up.
And tonight, the parade is sponsored by McGuff Construction. And actually, they've sponsored all the parades this summer. So thanks to McGuff for their community service.
All right, listen to that, cheering it up. Irondale Knights football team under the leadership of Coach Ben Fuller worked to bring the way of the Knights to the football field by being smart, tough, reliable, and having heart. They opened their season this year at the crosstown rival Spring Lake Park on August 30th. First home game is Friday, September 7th. Come cheer them on. Go Knights! And then there's all the little future Knights.
Future Night coming up here,
Nights,
yeah. And they don't mind waving to the camera.
That's right. I love it.
Fletcher's Greenhouse and Floral they've been living here and doing business in New Brighton since 1920, and they always bring these beautiful roses. Thank you so much.
I think we're getting something special.
Oh. You're not my special friend, Brian?
I love it.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
He always makes sure our parade crew gets a little something.
Yes.
Here, so.
And I saw Lori too, those nice people there. They're
Irondale
awesome.
High School Nightline Dance Team is a competitive dance team comprised of dancers in grades 7 through 12. And they are coached by Sheena Kristen. They compete in both jazz and high kick. Oh.
I know.
Many of the dancers are also part of the Fall Dance Club, coached by Avery Gearing, which performs at Irondale High School football games.
I see a few familiar faces here.
Friends of your...
My granddaughter's in this group.
Oh, she is.
But I don't see her.
Okay.
She might be dancing somewhere.
Carts on Parade is an ACE solid waste community outreach program that promotes environmental awareness and recycling by engaging local community groups in a cart decorating contest and cart brigades. Now this is
They
clever.
are cute.
We have
cute.
garbage can formations.
Uh-oh. They are funny. All the little decorated carts are.
So if they decorate a cart, it says a cash donation is made to the group for their efforts. The performing group today is the Big Lake Ambassadors. I don't know about you, but I just get my cart straight down to the curb. No dancing
right.
around the
That's right.
driveway.
And then, of course, they have their big hauler here. That is a big truck. Next up, we have the Cottage Grove Strawberry Fest Ambassadors. And it looks like they have their ambassadors Cecilia, Tori, Gracie, Mariella, Brooklyn, and Lola. And they got their truck out there having fun with that. They got their cowboy hats on.
Next we have volunteers working to make sure Jack Serrier continues to be your Ramsey County Sheriff. A nationally recognized leader in character-based policing, Sheriff Jack Serrier leads the Sheriff's Office with the guiding values of respect, responsibility, honor, and truth.
Like the big sheriff stars. Next up we have the Albertville Royalty. They're proud to bring you to our friendly city on wheels. It has been our honor to represent the friendly city of Albertville for the past 43 years all over Minnesota.
Head Start and Early Head Start are comprehensive child development, health, and family programs for low-income infants, children, and pregnant women across America. Over 1,400 children from prenatal through age 5 are enrolled in community actions programs each year throughout Ramsey County. Options include full-day, half-day, therapeutic, and inclusion classrooms.
Check out the little bubblers on the front end there coming through. Making bubbles.
And home visiting programs. All families are eligible for our programs.
Nice.
Families with children with special needs are encouraged to apply.
Next up, we have St. Michael Royalty. St. Michael Royalty program was newly founded in 2016. The second ever Royal Court featuring Little Miss Lena, Helen, Ileana, and Jordan. Princesses Emily, Brianna, Miss St. Michael, Annalise, and she is a former New Brighton. So cute.
Jeff Martin for judge, and he is a longtime Ramsey County resident and community activist. He has practiced law both as a city prosecutor and a public defense attorney. He is currently the Deputy Director of Human Rights and Economic Opportunities and Development for the City of St. Paul.
Next up, we have the Twin Cities Unicycle Club, largest unicycle club in the country and oldest in Minnesota with over 200 active unicyclists. Their members hold over 30 national titles and 15 world titles, ranging from artistic racing, group riding, to mountain unicycling. Members travel all over the world to compete and even host competitions in the Twin Cities. In July, the club will travel to Michigan to compete in the 2018 North American competition, and some members currently to the 2018 international competition in South Korea. How fun is that? They're braver than I, Lynn. Unicycling is a great way to improve physical fitness, balance, coordination, and offers a lifetime of friendships and fun. I'll say.
It looks like a fun way to exercise. But yeah,
first you got to get up there and get balanced.
You have to get up on one first. Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, we have Irondale High School Hockey and MVI Youth Hockey. They encourage every boy and girl in New Brighton to play hockey and to support their local high school boys and girls teams. Participation in hockey has grown in the community over the past several years as youth hockey has become more accessible, affordable, and successful. Celebrate the tradition and fun of the state's favorite sport. Oh, I love the little feathers on his crash helmet. I used to skate as a kid, but never hockey.
Oh,
My brother was really big in hockey.
Was he really?
Mm-hmm.
So you went to several games, I'm sure.
Yes.
Through the years.
Yeah. And back then you didn't have rollerblades. I mean, we had roller skates, but you didn't even think to practice on them. How cool is that? It's definitely a family event.
And back then to skate, all you needed was a little pond.
That's right.
There you were.
And we did it in the backyards. We'd flood the backyard and skate away.
Our Pet Hospital is a full-service animal hospital offering preventive, urgent, surgical, and dental care for cats, dogs, birds, reptiles, and pocket pets. In addition to quality pet care, we offer a quiet, comfortable, and kid-friendly environment to help your pet feel as comfortable as possible.
Oh, love
if they
puppies.
get a water break halfway through this parade.
They're like, where's the water? Who's got the water? Next up, we have Go Go Squeeze. Our mission is to make it easier for families to be healthier and happier. We're proud to be the leading squeezable, reclosable, 100% fruit in a pouch. The products are crafted with high quality.
The Columbia Heights royalty.
All right.
It says Columbia Heights, City of Peace.
All right. We have the Night Crawler First Robotics Team 2052 from Irondale High School. They had a successful season in this year's Game Challenge Power-Up. The team were regional finalists at the Lake Superior Regional Competition and regional winners at the Medtronic Foundation Regional Competition. Nightcrawler received the Quality Award sponsored by Motorola Solutions Foundation, and mentor Brian Herbst received the Volunteer of the Year Award at Medtronic Foundation Regional as well. For the 5th year in a row, the team qualified for the first World Championship in Detroit. That is the coolest thing. If you ever get a chance to check it out, it's really neat. And they make those robots.
Isn't that
incredible? It's amazing, yeah, to see what it does.
Yeah.
It can shoot shirts out of the tubes and all kinds of fun stuff.
We have the Rice Street Festival representatives here, and they just celebrated its 108th anniversary the last weekend in July. Their newly crowned royalty are Princess Morgan Felty, Princess Tara Gowan, and Queen Leanne Bow.
All right. All right, coming up, we have the junior royalty for the Winter Carnival. We have Isabella and Queen of the Snowflakes and Owen Kelm, and he is King Frost. St. Paul Winter Carnival is the country's oldest international festival, older than Pasadena Tournament of Roses, making mockery of winter for over 130 years. Next up, we have junior royalty Lindsay Belting, Princess of Snow, and Angelica Severin, Princess of Ice.
They do their own announcing.
They are. New Brighton, Elizabeth Mark, Christine Quant, former Miss New Brighton.
A lot of our ambassadors, when they finish, compete in the Winter Carnival.
Yep.
Or
we have 5 kings, or 5 the king and 5 king guards, 4 winds, 4 wind princesses, and King Boreas, the 82nd, Tom Leonard, Queen of the Snows, Jilla Nadimi, and Prime Minister Christine Quant.
U.S. Bank is once again proud to be a supporter of one of the greatest summer get-togethers in New Brighton.
Hello, New Brighton from the St. Paul Winter Carnival.
U.S. Bank is headquartered in Minneapolis, and it's home to nearly 13,000 employees. And they are committed to serving retail, business, wealth management, payment, commercial, corporate, and investment customers across the country and around the world as a trusted financial partner. A commitment recognized by the Ethisphere Institute.
Next up, we have Robbinsdale Whiz Bang Days ambassadors. They're celebrating their 701st annual festival. I think that's 107, don't you think? Which is celebrated the second weekend in July. Whiz Bang Days is a community-sponsored celebration that honors the small-town, caring attitude that our residents have, and Captain Billy's Whiz Bang publication that was founded for. Festival offers many events throughout their 4-day celebration. Super fun.
And Warm Stockyard Days welcome to Tim Utes, who is running for Minnesota House as an independent candidate. His House district covers southern New Brighton, St. Anthony, Columbia Heights, and Hilltop. Tim is a 41-year union carpenter and was a project manager for Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis.
Super fun. Up comes the Minneapolis Aquatennial Ambassadors. It's their 79th year. Festival founders selected the 3rd week in July because this week is the best weather on record for the year. Aquatennial Ambassador Organization exists to inspire young Minnesota women to achieve extraordinary futures by providing professional development opportunities through networking and mentoring. And they travel like the rest of them.
Yes, and these are we have the senior.
Oh, yes.
Senior Queen and Senior Commodore. Oh, the St. Paul Clown Club was formed in 1946. It's the oldest operating clown club in the country. The club participates in parades and community events across Minnesota, sharing smiles and laughter. (1-800-GOT-JUNK) is pioneering an industry that is helping residents and businesses remove junk and regain space. And they make the ordinary business of junk removal exceptional. They're passionate about recycling and donating to charity. Well, that's nice.
Elk River Ambassadors. Their royalty wants to thank Stockyard Days for having them to this fun activity. Look all smiley and happy and glittery, their little crowns.
And the ambassadors do put in many, many hours representing their cities.
Oh, we remember well.
Yes, we do.
And next up, we have something near and dear to my heart, the St. John's Fall Fest in Booyah. Their big weekend celebration is September 28th through the 30th. They're pleased to feature the longtime favorite elements, Booyah, Market Fair, and Raffle. Friday night features Gorilla Priest. The good, the bad, and the funky will entertain you, and wait till you get a taste of this year's pig roast. GB Layton returns. Saturday night, there will be fireworks and the best Booyah around. We also will have a beanbag toss, and there's our Deacon Joe Connolly. Awesome. And also featuring this year will be the 50th year of our church edifice. So 50 years ago, we actually built the current church we're in, so we're really proud of that and happy to celebrate that. And as you can see, we got a big crew out here.
We have a lot of people joining tonight. So during this upcoming year, there are going to be several activities going on for that celebration, I bet.
Yep. We celebrate our school, our church, and our beads. I love it. Thank you. And we got some new activities coming too.
And tonight's parade is sponsored by McGuff Construction.
And my kids. I love it. We're going to have a competition beanbag toss, which would be kind of fun at the Fall Fest this year. All right, Judge Otwell is coming up next here. And Judge G. Tony Otwell, he was appointed to Ramsey County District Court by Governor Margaret Dayton. And he is running for judge. I wonder if they call him GT.
Maybe.
Or G Tony.
Yeah.
GT. Very cool.
Maybe we just gave him a new nickname.
That's right. I always wanted one of those, like the
A
SJ
nickname?
or that sounds funny. That doesn't sound like cool, you know? So like JC or you know, yeah, I don't know.
You're stuck with Stephanie.
I am.
So.
I'm
And we
stuck
have the
with
Coon Rapids Junior Royalty Float, and is sponsored by the city of Coon Rapids. And the winter theme of our float will take you back to youthful days of snow forts, hockey, snowball fights. The Snowflake Days celebration is held the first 2 weeks in February each year. With fun events and activities for the young and young at heart, Snowflake Days celebrates community spirit festivities in the city of Coon Rapids. And nice to see all that cold stuff on a hot day.
Yes. What a cute.
We're New Brighton's only tattoo studio. This is the
Oh.
Ink Shrinks Tattoo, and are happy to say we love our city. We have been in New Brighton for 6 years now and are looking forward to many more.
All my kids have them.
Oh,
It's the fad. Here we have the Princeton ambassadors from Princeton, Minnesota, the city of flowers. We have ambassadors Aurora Shashsau, Haley Sullivan, and Megan Johnson. They encourage you to all come out to Princeton for the Rum River Festival that takes place first weekend in June. Now that sounds fun. Rum River Festival. Coming up, Irondale Baseball.
and they welcome you to the 61st season of Baseball for Youth. So youth living in 621 School District, the IBL, and its volunteers annually offer a quality baseball experience to hundreds of youth in our communities.
Showing off their muscles. Love it. Next up, we have Svenskarnestag royalty. First Scandinavian Summerfest was celebrated in 2015 after being known as Svenskarnestag for 82 years. Inclusion of all Scandinavian countries has resulted in one of the largest Scandinavian festivals in the northern U.S. Miss Svenskarnestag, Katie Jo Johnson, and Junior Queen Robin Beck, and Junior King Jackson Oline. Welcome to New Brighton.
Looks like we have the Irondale High School soccer. We have a lot of sports here.
I know.
And soccer has been on the upswing. In 3 years, they have been the bottom of the conference to competing for a state tournament appearance.
All right, well, coming up is a rowdy group of dudes and ladies to be fair. St. Paul Winter Carnival West Wind Organization. The West, or Zephyrus, is one of the three brothers of King Boreas Rex. As the King of the Winds, Boreas assigned to each of his brothers a permanent grant of great force and power. To Zephyrus was given custody of the bountiful West Wind. And we have a lot of former West Winds from right here in beautiful New Brighton.
Yes, we do.
All right, thank you. Oh, what a great organization. They always have a good time and shoot those guns off. Like to make the snap noise.
The cellar gym started in 2002 in the basement of a convenience store. Over the past 16 years, the gym has grown and expanded. And 3 times to become the state-of-the-art martial arts facility it is today. Whether you're looking for fitness, recreation, or competition, you can find it at the cellar.
I got the ninja on the side. See the ninja? There he is.
There we go.
Yeah.
After-school martial arts.
Yeah. Always thought that'd be good exercise, too. Next up, we have Cub of New Brighton. It's a local hometown grocer providing you with the greatest grocery and outstanding customer service since 1968. I remember when it was SV.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. And they have their big grocery cart and
the one you don't want to pay the bill on if you load that up.
No kidding.
Say hello to the 2018 St. Paul Vulcan crew. The Vulcans have been volunteering and participating in St. Paul and local community events for nearly 80 years. And they're always a little bit loud.
I know.
Once again, the Vulcans have defeated Boreas and his 4 winds to rid the state of cold weather and bring back the heat of summer. Say hello to Volcanus Rex, the 81st, Sooty, Flame, Pinker, eBay, Sparky, Ferdy, and Ash.
They're a rowdy group, Lynn.
So this warm weather, we can definitely thank the Vulcan
Volcanus
crew.
Rex.
Volcanus Rex.
Oh, my goodness. Up next here, we have Bob Fletcher with a big entourage. Pulling for Bob. Here he comes, the Sheriff Volunteer Committee. Bob was the Ramsey County Sheriff for 16 years. This year he is running for election again. He's got the volunteers pulling the truck.
Oh, I see.
Or the hose. Oh my gosh.
Pulling for Fletcher, pulling. Pulling for Fletcher, pulling. Pulling for Fletcher, pulling. Pull for Fletcher, pull. Pull for Fletcher, pull. Good job, kids. Keep going. You're doing great. Saving me fuel. Saving me fuel.
Oh boy.
Pull for Fletcher. Pull. Pulling. Pulling for Fletcher. Pull. Pulling for Fletcher. Pull.
Is this the Bachelorette? Is that why all the roses are here?
Definitely.
Yes. North Hudson Pepper Fest. It's the little village celebration with a big Italian flavor, and they celebrate its strong Italian heritage with a 3-day festival that raises money for the community. It began in 1954 to raise money to build an elementary school and was put on by a group of neighbors. School was built, the festival grew. As we can see, in the 60s, the festival took a break, was revived in the mid-70s. Since then, they've grown and improved for many visitors from other communities. They encourage us to come out to their Pepper Fest in August 17, 18, and 19. Coming up.
We're the 2018 St. Paul Winter Carnival Senior Royalty, and the courts consists of 5 members. Visiting past King Winter, Don Weinberger, Queen of the Northlands, Christina Cerecedes, Prime Minister Shirley Milken, Lady in Waiting Linda Jones, and Princess of the Four Winds, Judy Holmquist. Nice to have them here. Welcome.
Very fun. St. Louis Parktacular. They have their ambassadors, and they are sponsored by Discover St. Louis Park. Representatives of the Parktacular Festival is held each year during Father's Day weekend. It's the birthplace of the Children First Initiative, and these ambassadors spend the year at parades, coronations, and community functions promoting 40 developmental assets in the particular festival. They receive numerous rewards from other celebrations, including the Aquatennial, Winter Carnival, Hopkins, Raspberry Festival, Northeast Parade, Anoka, North Hudson, New Brighton, Warren's Cranberry Fest, St. Francis, and the Burgermeister.
This is a North Suburban Aquatic Club. Is a local competitive swim club for swimmers from 7 years and up. And it has groups for competitive swimming and masters. Swimmers of all levels. And you can swim year-round.
Very fun. I always love swimming. Next up is St. Francis Ambassadors, Brianna Waste and Elizabeth Vang. Little Miss St. Francis, Maddie Bolin, and Grace Sunsroot. And they're wearing their little cowgirl hats.
Yeah, they
having a good time.
We've seen so many floats where they've tried to do a little bit of our theme, the Western.
I think everybody likes to be a little cowboy,
I think
cowgirl.
so.
Yeah. It's always fun.
Nothing like a cowboy hat. The United Church of Christ in New Brighton has served the residents of New Brighton, Mounds View, Arden Hills, and neighboring communities for more than 125 years. The United Church of Christ in New Brighton is an energetic, creative, thinking and feeling Christian community. We are committed to being inclusive and active in the world. Church members participate in Habitat for Humanity, Loaves and Fishes, the Social Concerns Network of New Brighton, the Community Support Center, and many other community outreaches.
And next up is Two Men and a Truck. I love the name of this. That's all you need. Two guys in a truck.
That's all you need.
It's a moving company started in the 1980s in Michigan by a single mom and her 2 teenage sons. Locals David and Karen Bailey opened an office in Burnsville in '99 and expanded in 2014 by opening their office in New Brighton. Two Men and a Truck are the movers who care and can help with packing, moving, storage, supplies. Give them a call if you have any questions about moving. They would love to talk with you. That's such a relief if you have to move to have somebody take care of that for you.
Oh, I know.
Our singer.
Is one of my favorite floats. It's the Royal Order of the Klondike Kates. And they're part of the Winter Carnival, the coolest celebration on earth. They've come down from the Klondike to spread merriment and song to the people of Minnesota.
Now's the time to roll the barrel for the gang's all here. Just because you think you're so pretty, just because you think you're so hot, just because you think you've got something that nobody else has got. You caused me to spend all my money.
Oh, cute. Next up, we have Victory Auto Service and Glass. Family-owned business, full-service auto repair and glass business with 5 locations around the Twin Cities. Next up, we have Blue Heron Days Royalty, Miss Lionel Lakes and her ambassadors. Established in 2004, Lionel Lakes Blue Heron Days is celebrated the third weekend in August, so just coming up. Since Lionel Lakes has the second largest blue heron rookery in the state, the Blue Heron Days float represents the great blue heron and its habitat. Blue Heron Days has been the city logo for many years, symbolizing the area's beauty and natural amenities. The festival, closing the festival is Miss Lionel Lakes Ambassador Coronation, where outstanding young women are selected to represent Lionel Lakes and Blue Heron Days Festival. And we welcome Kaya Langi Carlson and Emily Nadu.
Northeast Bank is a proud member of the community, and we are humbled to have received the 2018 Sun Focus Reader's Choice Award for Best Bank, the New Brighton office. In addition, we are proud of our almost 3,000 volunteer hours volunteered by our board, staff, and management officers in 2017.
Next up, we have the Delano royalty. Delano here is representing the oldest and largest 4th of July celebration in the state of Minnesota. They're incredibly patriotic in their red, white, and blue while riding their float. The royalty is inviting you to celebrate our independence with them next July. We sure get a lot of comments on our, our treats. I love it. And boy, is that ever pretty, all that red, white, and blue.
It certainly is. Hal Tiffany Agency is an independent insurance agency with over 100 years of combined insurance experience. Hal Tiffany Agency is a member of the Minnesota Independent Insurance Agents and Brokers Association, which consists of over 700 agencies across the state. And looking in their trailer, they have a trusted choice motorcycle customized by Orange County Choppers, and it's been used by insurance agents locally and nationally to raise money for a variety of causes, including the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
All right. Judge Elena Osby. She has been a Ramsey County trial court judge for the past 14 years since her appointment to the bench by the governor in 2004. She's been a lifelong resident of Minnesota and a Ramsey County resident since 1979. Graduated from the University of Minnesota Law School, and in 1986. As a judge, she has handled civil, criminal, juvenile, and family law cases. Judge Elena. She could walk with the stars float.
Yes,
huh? They all
definitely
match.
a red, white, and blue theme there.
Good. She's patriotic, huh?
You know, we don't usually get to see judges. And
No.
you get to that part on your ballot.
We've had a few of them, huh?
Yes. And you kind of go, who are these people? But now, at least you get a chance to see who they are.
Yeah. Very nice. She got quite an entourage here.
Several vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Metropolitan Transportation Network is a fast-growing family-owned business. And for more information and locations, you can visit their website at metrotn.com or stop into their Fridley location to fill out an application.
They're looking for drivers, too. A lot of bus drivers.
Lots of bus drivers.
Yeah.
It's a hard job, but
I'll say. Next up, we have the Cambridge Ambassadors. Why snowflakes in August? City of Cambridge kicks off the holiday season each year with Season of Giving celebration featuring the lighted snowflake parade and the community chili feed. Riding aboard this winter wonderland are Cambridge Ambassadors Sadie, Sydney, Sailor, and Little Miss Sage. Whoa, say that with a bunch of extra, right? Love it. Anyways, they invite you to join them in Cambridge on Saturday before Thanksgiving for all their festivities and fun. There's my good friend Lori Solly up in the front there driving her beautiful crew of ladies.
Irondale Student Council. Let's try that again. We have the Irondale Student Council, and they are excited for a great school year. They're building great relationships and love the community they're in. Go Knights.
Go Knights. Minnesota Timberwolves Crunch is here. Check him out. He's excited to be back in New Brighton again. It's the official mascot of the Minnesota Timberwolves, Crunch. He is accompanied by members of the Timberwolves Dancers, Action Pack, and Summer Squad. And Crunch and the Timberwolves wish everyone a safe and fun Stockyard Days. All right, Crunch. I love it.
Amy Wakeham,
oh, that's
insurance
cute.
company here.
All right. Next up is Walters Recycling and Refuge. Because our employees go beyond the curb, we are a second-generation family-owned and family-operated company located in Blaine. They pride themselves in excellent customer service and attentive customer care. And they are beepers.
The Anoka, the 2018 Anoka Halloween Roll ambassadors are Martha, Amber, and Abby. And they would like to invite you to their festivities, which are all throughout the month of October. Keep your eye out for their friendly skeletal overseers, Phil, Frank, and Fido the dog. And they're already wishing you a happy Halloween.
I love their float. All right, coming up is More Than Dance. It's a triple threat dance studio offering instruction in dancing, singing, and acting. They are an Angelina Ballerina Dance Academy and have a vibrant special needs program. Their mission is to provide wholesome and professional performing arts training in family-friendly environment. More Than Dance students learn how to sing, dance, act, and appreciate their God-given talents. Visit More Than Dance to view their class schedules and register. That's pretty neat, all-inclusive. I know one of my granddaughters, she wants to dance, she wants to sing, she wants to act, she wants to do everything.
She wants to do it all.
She wants to do it all.
Susan Erickson for House 41A. She is a candidate for the House of Representatives representing the northern half of New Brighton, Precinct 2 in Spring Lake Park, and all of Fridley. She has lived in New Brighton for 40-plus years and has been involved in community service as a former member of the New Brighton Planning Commission, as well as being an elected judge for many years. She was a paralegal throughout her career and now owns a small design business in New Brighton. She loves photography and baking delicious treats for her friends.
All right, coming up is the St. Francis Drumline. It's made up of students from the St. Francis High School Band Program. The St. Francis Drumline is thankful for all the support from the St. Francis Band Boosters and the St. Francis Band Director. Uh-oh, they're going to put on a little show for us.
I love percussion.
I do too.
Louie's Bar and Grill is located in New Brighton, and come and enjoy the food and atmosphere, they say. They have bingo on Wednesdays and karaoke on Fridays. They have a meat raffle. A little bit of everything.
And they got all their specials on the side of the van, so you can check it out. Yeah, all kinds of good things going on.
As it goes past.
Next up, we have the Woodbury Ambassadors. It's a family fun-filled weekend. The last weekend in August is represented by Miss Woodbury Megan and Princesses Essie and Alana, Little Miss Woodbury Annette, and Little Princesses Lucy, Kennedy, and Emma. I see the second car has the other kids. Got a couple of them here. Uh-oh.
Okay, the most gigantic mosquito ever. It's the Metropolitan Mosquito Control District's mission to protect the public from disease and annoyance caused by mosquitoes, black flies, and ticks in an environmentally sensitive manner. We are a government agency of the 7-county metro area and have been serving the public since 1958.
Yikes. Oh, and then right behind him is the other little creepy dude. Budget Auto Repair. It's an auto shop in New Brighton. Been a business for 2 years, providing auto service to the community. Small family-owned business. Look at that pretty car. Whoa.
Ooh, love that green.
I know. Emerald sparkly. Got kind of a flashy guy coming up here.
I think we do. And that's called Boogie for Jesus. And it's a dance ministry that tries to create a party atmosphere wherever they perform. Its featured performer and founder is rapper named Lorvin. Through the use of his 4 characters of the charismatic, the Godinator, the entertainer, and God's Pitbull, he has entertained people through over 120 parades, the Minnesota State Fair, Sunshine Music Festival, along with other events. He takes popular music, cleans up the lyrics, and then has given over 30 songs a great message. To find out more, go to boogieforjesus.com.
It's going to show us a little bit here. It's got more energy than I.
Oh, my.
They call me Thor. We can turn out and soul. Let clouds be explode. Come on, hands be over. It is your soul. Give me a take home. Or some summer soul. There's my peas. Give me home. With God, I'm alive. He gives an extra pride. Come against me, I'll survive. And God,
Next up, we have Bruce Student Transportation. They've been serving the metro area with safe and reliable service for more than 17 years. With the introduction of the new eco-friendly propane buses, we take pride in keeping the air around our schools and neighborhoods free of lung-damaging pollutants. First Student also has a strong anti-bullying policy that makes our buses a safe place for all riders. Want more information? Go to firstgroupcareers.com. Caring for students today, tomorrow, and together. Very nice. Well, I know it's a shock to you.
Oh, my goodness. It's the Stockyard Days float again, which can only mean one thing.
I know. That went very fast. Oh. And, of course, at the very end, they always close the parade with their beautiful float and all their families. And Stockyard Days wants to thank the royal family for all their time and commitment through the year. Ambassador Danielle's family, the Larsons, and Ambassador Sophie's parent, the Paulsons, Jim and Suzanne, Ambassador Sarah's family, the Schulers, Philip and Lisa, Junior Ambassador Chloe's, the Lunzers, parents Kevin and Aaron, Madison family, the Wallstroms, Rob and Crystal, and Elena's family, the Woodwards, Sean and Julie. Thank you for all of their time and commitment. It's definitely a lot of work, but a lot of fun.
That's right. Many hours,
all the
but
different
it was fun.
friendships
Yep.
you make. Very neat.
Yeah.
And of course, you have to back it up with the Eagle's Nest van here. They're not showing you that, but it's
okay, there we go. The Eagle's Nest right there.
They're coming back. 'Cause
Stephanie?
we're behind them.
Oh, Stephanie, thank you for being part of this again for another year. I
Absolutely.
don't know how long we've been doing it, but it's been a while.
Been a few.
So always good to see you.
Always good to see you too, Lynn. Thank you.
And we want to thank you for joining us for the 2018 New Brighton Stockyard Days Parade. See you again next year.